Here today, the 13th of December, to present to the public of Andek municipality part of the donation that the head of state, President Paul Biya, under the presidential plan for the reconstruction and development of the Northwest and Southwest region, has given to us in the subdivision through the Andek Council. We are also fortunate that there are two events that are coinciding today. The elite of the subdivision, not long ago, involving the mayor, the parliamentarian, the section president, and some forms, lobbied after all the cry we've been having in Gi since the last doctors left this health center, this medical health center, many years ago, about 8 to 9 years ago. We have been crying. The council even attempted to employ a doctor who came here, and because of some challenges, he went away. Other doctors have come here that the DMO has also struggled to send on to be sponsored by the council, but also it did not go. So these elites have just named above, led a delegation to the ministry and pleaded, and the minister promised that he was going to send us at least a medical doctor and some nurses following the recruitment that was going to take place weeks ahead as we went there. And today, my divisional officer, I want to present to you Dr. Sibe, the other name is very difficult, as Mao. All right, here present. Who can we clap for in the people? And as far as the presidential plan for reconstruction and development of the Northwest and Southwest is concerned, and the council has benefited more than every other council in the Northwest. As we stand, we have the rehabilitation of this health center. We have the construction of the Nkonmengom Health Center at their new site in Jap. We have, yesterday, a camion passed down to Teze for the construction of the Mbat Bridge in Teze. Now we have just finished this bridge at the Folk Bridge at Niba. Now, or forget it. All right. And of course, we know that the Acha Andek Wirikum Acha Njikwa Andek road work is beginning. They are going to brush, take my words, they are going to brush from Acha to Andek before Christmas. So we are expecting a bulldozer on the road in the days ahead. So that is why, since these things are on the presidential plan for the reconstruction and development of the Northwest and Southwest, it is for that reason that we must present the things to the public of Ngi, so they know the effort the head of state is doing to bring peace. That plan is reconstruction based on the crisis that is ongoing. Some people challenge that how can you be doing reconstruction when the crises are still ongoing? But we have seen that people who cannot name items of benefit in already that are ongoing, while the crises are also ongoing. And these measures are there to push to and now we now put now the second phase of it, which is the maternity building, the theater, the nurses quarter. And then of course we'll visit all those projects that don't be realized now, but this one was 2024 project still by under council. So as I was saying, this contract is in two phases. There was the purchase of equipment, and then there was also now the rehabilitation of the buildings. So for the equipment, we have just trolleys, drip sets, stretches, visitors chairs, medium office chairs, working tables, table chairs, current backup ondulators, light wave automatic voltage regulators, surge protector distributor, Canon color printer, desktop computers, flat screen, which the hospital, while you're waiting, you can be watching a screen. Doctor will say that screen should be mounted here, so that if patient come, they can be watching. The other one can be in your office, the old one. And then we have electronic BP machine, manual machines, adult analog scale, baby scale, hospital refrigerator, gas. Can we clap for Paul Biya? So, my dear, I now present to the public that is represented by the councillors. The councillors have the suffrage of the subdivision. And so they are here representing the entire population of Ngi subdivision. Neighborhood coordinators are also here who represent the various communities of Ngi subdivision. They are all here. So Ngi is all present here. So these are the equipment we're talking about. My divisional officer, so I should also report to the state that the things the head of state said to us, we have received them and we are going to put them in use. At the end, the doctor will tell us how she's going to put them into use. So from now, my dear, we shall move, we'll cut a ribbon to open the buildings, officially inaugurated buildings will be rehabilitated, to take us around.
Honorable Councillor and the population of Ngi represented here. This is the presidential plan for reconstruction and development of the Northwest and Southwest. And today we are officially inaugurating this building that through and the council it has been realized.
So we'll make a walk around all the structures that were not realized. I complained to that contractor about the plan, and he says that to come and dismantle might offset a lot of things. I'm not even stay here. And so for one, Mame Osongo, Mame Osongo used to stay in those days, the chief of center, so which have now been completely modernized and rehabilitated. So, doctor, let somebody start staying here immediately. So I was sick in the night, we should not have a problem.
Director of Andek District Health Center.
May it be done.
Honorable councillors, the population of Ingi and Andek in particular, on behalf of the state, I'm very much impressed and happy with the population of Ingi as well as Andek Council for the developmental projects that I've been bringing. I'm very much happy for the politicians as well as the elite who actually helped or facilitate my writing also for the cry of a medical doctor. Just as he has presented to us, Dr. Sibe here is with us, is going to be our doctor. And on behalf of the state, I therefore officially declare her installed in Andek Medical Life Center. I want to tell you people that I'm very much happy, particularly to Lord Mayor, for implementing the government policy in development. In fact, the structures, the rehabilitation that is done, and it's not in all the health centers or the health district that this is going on. But we are privileged to have a hard-working mayor who has come out to realize the presidential plan for reconstruction in Andek Medical Life Health Center. And I'm very much happy with the structure that I've seen, which they have had the status of a health district, a district hospital. Therefore, I'm going to inform the government, the Minister of Public Health, cry so far, even myself. If there's any other thing going in the district, it ends up there. The chief medical officer will be working with one DO up there. Meanwhile, there are about 2 DOs in the health district. So we are happy since we have this structure, we have all the qualifications, we have a doctor at least now with a couple of nurses. I'm going to take it serious that in the days ahead or as time goes on, our cry in Gi will be heard. So I will not take much of your time, Honorable Councillor. I want to appreciate you people for supporting him to be able to realize all these projects. I will not take much of your time, and I want to promise that the state I represent here will continue to give the necessary support to Andek Council as well as the population.
It's an honor for me to be here in Gi as I officially assume my duties here. And I want to reassure you that we work together with the hospital team, the administration, and the community stakeholders to make sure that every patient is seen, valued, and heard, and will offer competent, compassionate, and respectful care to every patient that walks through our doors. Here at Andek Medicalized Health Center, we offer services like general consultation, good for adults and children. We do antenatal consultations. We have deliveries. We admit patients here, treat them and discharge. We also do laboratory investigations. And in the days ahead, our theater will get functional so that we can start doing operations here. We have had the echography machine, which will now start doing echographies here. So our pregnant ladies and any other person that needs echography will no longer need to travel to Lengui to have an echography done. It will be done here at Andek Medical Center.
And also the services of medical certificate. You will now go to Bengui to sign. It's a medical doctor. He's going to sign medical certificate here.
Here represented by the divisional officer for Ngi sub-division, the deputy mayors, the Secretary General of Andek Council, the municipal treasurer of Andek Council, the honorable councillors of Andek Council, the sub-divisional service heads here present, the president of the Andek Council Attendance Board, the Royal Highnesses of Ngi present and Aldos present, the neighborhood coordinators present, nurses of other municipality employed by the council, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I want to start by apologizing that the speech of the mayor is a policy speech, considering that it is a speech taking us to the beginning of a new year. For that reason, it might be a little bit long, because there are some essential elements that must be brought on the table to better prepare us for the year 2020 important session, we shall adopt the triennial budget of Andek Council for the year 2026, 2027, and 2028. A triennial budget is a financial plan that outlines projected income and expenses for a 3-year period. This type of budget allows organizations or governments to plan and allocate resources over a longer term horizon, rather than annually. This approach is a new orientation of the state of Cameroon. The triennial projects inserted into this budget have come from the people of various communities of the municipality through their village neighborhood committees. Prolong has come to reinforce the activities of the village neighborhood committees by insisting that no project is inserted into any budget for a community when it has not come from the people and selected during a general assembly of that neighborhood. Advantages of triennial budget. Improved planning. It enables organizations to set long-term goals and priorities. Increased stability. Provides a stable financial framework, reducing uncertainty and volatility. Better resource allocation. Allows for more effective and effective allocation of necessary aligning with strategic objectives. Enhance credibility. Demonstrates a commitment to long-term financial planning and management. Or direct involvement reduce decision-making processes. We know that all the decisions the neighborhood are implementing on the ground come from here, come from councillors. But we make decisions. They don't make decisions, they implement. Often serve as a liaison between the community and local authorities. They are a link between us and the village or other community. May be involved in local development initiatives, community projects, and mobilization efforts. But this is where we need them most, because they organize community work, they organize sporting activities, they carry messages from here to their people and so on. We need people for 11th February, 20th May, rentrée scolaire, all those things. It is them, because they are living with the people. But the councillor must not live in his village. They can live, but must live within Gi. You must understand what I say. A councillor must live within Gi and must not live in his village. But the neighborhood coordinator must live in his village. So the rules of these neighborhood coordinators may vary depending on the locations where he is found. Like for instance now, the coordinator of Tinachong, we have empowered him to collect us taxes in Tinachong. It's not the same like the man of Andek. We have not authorized Andek neighborhood to collect taxes because we are here and we can collect those taxes. Same, the man who is in Azam will empower him to do many other things which another one cannot do. So their functions depend on specific assignments that the mayor or the DO can give them. Key differences. At the level of governance, municipal councillors operate at the commune level, that's at the council level, subdivisional level, while neighborhood coordinators work at the level of the grassroots. As we have realized or initiated projects in most of the villages of the municipality, we cannot read them now, but we shall publish a pictorial booklet of all these projects in the days ahead, which we shall use during our campaigns to show our electorate the wonderful job which even the blind can see, which we have done in transforming this municipality, which we received in a forest. But remember, we received this place in a forest. However, in 2025, the following projects were realized. 1 year. We have qualified under council in the 2 phases of prolonged performance-based grant worth 126 million. The first funding of this envelope has gone for the construction of potable water scheme. Other community councillors, we are on 6 reading of previous minutes. So we expect that everybody has read the minutes since you have them already. And I think we should now
the view of the normal forces of law and other service state neighborhood committee. Dear councillors, after going through the minute, by a good number of us, I think we unanimously agree that We have seen the minute and they were correct. So we move now to the next.
Report presented to the Andek Council draft budget session 2026. The committee sat in the conference hall of the Andek Council to examine the draft budget for 2026. After doing it item by item, the following points or observations were made. It observed that basic social amenities have been budgeted as priority project for 2026, making the budget very impressive. That during the execution, there is a need of a public wash house to be built at Iniba Market Square that is now hosting the Andek Market to avoid the users to miss the environment, since most of the buildings don't have toilet facilities. The committee pressed the executive for a well-planned and balanced budget in income and expenditure, and just call on the rest of the councillors to adopt it as a working tool for the Andek Council to follow strictly and bring development to our municipality. Humbly presented by the Secretary, Byron Constance, and members.
Occasion of the presentation, examination, and adoption of the 2026, 2027, and 2028 triennial budget of the Andek Council. The chairperson, in the person of Mr. Acheba Victor, after a word of prayer, welcomed and appreciated the councillors for their massive attendance. The draft budget was presented to the committee. The budget stands at 997,900,000 francs, with 407,900,000 francs as recurrent expenditure and 59 million francs as investment expenditure, giving a percentage rate of 41:55% respectively. The draft budget reflects 6 major sources of income with new names like product and a practical area for expenditure. The triennial budget reflects a modest revenue growth with the appearance of new grant opportunities like product and a huge amount from the state. The expenditure prioritizes key and practical problems or issues like health, water, education, roads, agriculture, etc. This reflects a realistic budget that has targeted the primary need of its people, making it very realistic, very satisfactory. The committee recommends an approval of the budget presented so as to meet strategic priorities as seen in the draft. The budget is balanced in income and expenditure. The budget meets budgeting principles of 40 and 60% for recurrent and investment expenditure respectively. All efforts be made to improve local revenue collection, e.g. fee from parks, slaughterhouses, market tools, etc. Considering the recurrence of power failures in the municipality, the need for constant repairs on our roads, the committee recommends the allocation of a certain amount as contingent to a rapid response fund for emergencies so that rapid solutions be given when need arises. Humbly submitted for the Finance Committee by Akiwa Roslyn Achu as Secretary and signed by the committee chair, Mr. Acheba Victor.
The committee appreciates the executive for all the projects that have been realized so far, especially like the Andek Medicalized Health Center that has been renovated. We, the committee, also appreciate the executive on the pavement that has been carried out on the roads in Andek town. However, we wish that the gutters be constructed in order to prevent erosion. We also observed that many schools in Ingi subdivision were vandalized by the ongoing crisis. We strongly recommend that the school be rehabilitated and equipped. Our farms to market route should be improved so as to facilitate movement of goods and services. Individual houses that were vandalized be looked upon through the presidential plan for reconstruction. Basic amenities like electricity and good roads should be extended to where it is needed. We therefore wish that the executive will use the new budget judicially and develop the municipality. Thanks. Chairperson, Akenebi Phillips, Secretary, Awenen Peter, Member,
let the executive work with all the chiefs, the quarter heads, and give them instruction. It's instructional because the council have the instruction to give to the chiefs and the quarter head. They work in collaboration. That the road maintenance is also part of them, and they do it on particular days. And those who don't do it, the quarter heads and the chiefs, they have to ask them to pay a fine, and supported by the Lord Mayor. If that is done, it will help us. True or false, councillors?
That those come to the municipality, they see your municipality through the eye of that town. So when to Victoriaville, which is a small town, not of the size of Benny, but cute. You found no cable anywhere. All cables were underground. You find no paper, no debt, nothing anywhere. You find it was as if so that even you look for a place, where the PD helped me, I almost pee on myself because you could not say you should just stand here and pee. Yes. Then you want to ask them, so mobile peas places are located here and there where you a beautiful town. We found earth nowhere. We found earth, no, all houses are linked, all roads are tarred, and all houses linked to the tar road by concreting or pavement. Then green lawns and so on. Beautiful place. Let us make Andek the ministerial headquarters on a beautiful place. I will start paving these roads. After, we'll order everybody that the law provides that the council, even Chakachaka has that here, the council has the powers. The municipal police, by law, has the power to bring down any Chakachaka house and case closed. So we'll go gradually. I will pave these roads. We'll order for people who have houses along the roads to must paint them. We'll order people who have Chakachaka houses to bring them down, or we bring them down. You better have 5 good houses in the town standing than having many houses by all Chakachaka eyesore. So we'll move gradually. I don't want in front of the council yet. It's terrible. In front of the council, to come out and find Chakachaka in there. No. We'll write to the Kayum family to come and bring it down, or we'll bring it down and give them the bill. So you need to have a house in Andek, start thinking that we are transforming Andek.
This construction that we have done here, if you see the contractor that had to do this work from Scan Water down here, my own observation is that that contractor, you remember, there is a contractor that went with our money first time, and he indicated to start the work and did not go through. So if that money is available, and even the one of this present contractor coming before the presidential reconstruction, if we gather the money and we do this concreting, even from here to Baite, just the concreting, that will be a massive progress. Just from here to Baite, it will be a massive progress. And next year, we take from Baite to another, even just a kilometer. And the other year, a kilometer. At the end, we will see that we have reached the Scan Water without a problem. And that is how we go gradually from one level to another. So please, if we can work with the contractor, if you, like the head of the municipality, can work and discuss with the contractor, he takes the contract and we execute the contract with his consent, it will be a big advantage on us. And also, when we talk about this reconstruction for schools, we, like councillors, we have found it difficult to move schools from where they are to our present, to the school milieu. Because in my own village, for instance, the Presbyterian, they think that they have the order or they have the power to maintain the school at that level. But I wish that the municipality at times will move and invite the mission, especially those who are taking care of the school, rather than to be radical. We invite them, talk with them, that even though you have a portion to do, let the school move from mission houses to the school compound. Why even under you, we can even say even under you, it can still work in the school campus, the campus, and we will score a goal, because it will help us for the government to maintain that school campus and look at them as school already going on. So that is what I think, because on our own, I'll tell you that it may not work. Even though we assist them, like this year we have been assisting for the schools to go, but to live from where they are to the school milieu is a difficult task.
Thank you very much, Divisional Officer from the subdivision. My honorable councillors, neighborhood coordinators, you have followed our deliberations today, and you also followed the presentation of the draft budget that was presented, and which has now been validated, and it becomes no more draft, but a budget for Andek Council for the year 2020. It's a triennial budget, but the segment for 2026 stands at 997,900,000 francs CFA, which has now been 900,000, which has now been adopted by the honorable councillors of Andek Council, and we are appealing on them to give the maximum support for revenue collection. What if a budget is a projection which we need to work hard to raise the funds so the budget can be realized. So we consider the budget adopted.
The divisional officer from the subdivision, I'm talking as the senior divisional officer, the mayor of Andek Council and his deputies, my dear honorable councillors, traditional rulers and service head here present, our neighborhood coordinator. I'm very much delighted to take part again and again and again with the National Assembly of Andek Municipality, our dear Ngi subdivision. I want to first of all appreciate your level of maturity, which I have been observing as it keeps increasing, and to say that Ngi man is very fast to learn. As I said, I think I've been following this for the past 3 years that I've been here. I've been following all meetings. There is always improvement, great improvement. And as one honorable councillor have said, this might be your last. This might be your last council session as a whole, or budgetary session, if you don't work hard to take back the council again. When he said it might be the last, not just because of the mandate is ending, because you might not still be able to come back, which I encourage all of you to continue working hard. To remark on the last election, where a handsome of you gave us the support. You were here to mobilize your population, and some of you could not make it, maybe for one reason or the other. And which I said, this election coming is your election, which you have to breathe all oaths to see that you will still come back here and you will still be the lawmaker of this municipality. And therefore, I want to urge you that we will stand aside, we'll cross our arms and look, but we will give you the support in security to see that election actually take place. And as we have the experience, we'll go more further into the interior. We increase, Elekam is not here, we are going to increase the pooling centers next year, even right down to Lower Ngi. I want to comment on some small aspects that I think you people, not that you people are adamant, but you people are still slow to learn in it. This decentralization. Decentralization has come to stay.
My very able, honorable councillors, the service heads and supervision officers, officials here present, the technical chair, the funds. As we said, this exercise today, this is the most important session of the year, saying that it makes a projection for the following year. We just pray that God will give us the energy and give us the means, first of all, to win our next election. We want all of us to come back to this council next year. All of us will have to come back. And the Son can give us the means to execute the budget we have just voted today. So with this said, we shall be wishing people who want to travel to various villages like Kasracheba, who is just from Bambi this morning. We want to thank you for that and congratulate you for being in permanent touch with your people. And we encourage others that when you leave from here, please instead go to your people and visit them. Meanwhile, this evening we have gala night at Nico Snack Bar. After here, we have gala night so we can spend the evening together. So I wish you people enjoyment. We have enough food. Eat gradually because we eat about 2-3 rounds. But we're to have lunch and supper. So we'll combine it now to have the lunch and the supper. So you eat well, don't hurry because hurry will block the stomach. Then we also have enough to drink for everybody so that we'll enjoy ourselves. So with this said, the session is adjourned to March 2026. We have just had the budgetary session of Andek Council, during which a budget of 997,900,000 francs was adopted by the councillors. This budget is aimed at ameliorating the living conditions of the people, particularly in the health sector, roads, education, and electricity. And we intend to continue the pavement of the roads in Ngi throughout the villages. We also use this opportunity to present to the public the newly rehabilitated Andek Medical Health Center, which has been equipped by the PPRD program. And for this, we want to thank the head of state, President Paul Biya, for the enormous sacrifices he has made for Ngi subdivision by giving us this big rehabilitation and equipment of the health center. We also have the Nkon Mengom Integrated Health Center being constructed at Njap, the Mengom new layout area. And of course, we have 3 markets which are being constructed in Teze, Andek, and Tinachong, and a major bridge at Mbat in Teze. It was also an opportunity to introduce the newly appointed medical officer for Andek Medical Health Center. And for this, we are appealing on the population of Ngi to exploit the presence of this talented medical doctor who is now available in our health institution. On vient d'avoir la section budgétaire de la commune de Andek, pendant laquelle on a adopté un budget de 997 900 000 francs pour le développement de la municipalité. ce budget, on va l'utiliser pour améliorer la situation de l'eau, éducation, électricité, et même les routes. On avait commencé à gronder les routes de Andek, on va continuer. On avait utilisé cette occasion pour introduire, pour présenter le centre médicalisé de Andek qu'on vient de réhabiliter par les fonds de plan présidentiel pour le développement et reconstruction de Nord-Ouest et Sud-Ouest. Et on a aussi présenté le médecin récemment envoyé à Andek. Donc, on appelle la population de Ngui pour venir exploiter la présence de ce médecin ici et éviter de toujours partir à Bamenda pour les besoins médicaux.